Hey guys, today we are continuing our Restock the Fridge series. We finished our beverages last week, so this week is dairy and fridge staples. Alright, so we're going to start with this country crock tub of margarine. I've had this container for a while. I made it in a past video, and I'm going to bust out some gloves for this because I didn't want to ruin my nails, but spoiler, I did. I'm going to use air dry clay for this, and I'm just going to stick it inside of the tub to prevent the whipped clay from drying and sinking too far down in the tub. So we're going to use this whipped clay that I got from Temu, whatever, and just fill that up and make sure that I spread it around all the edges so that we get a nice clean tub layer, and then that will air dry and we are done with the butter tub, and it looks just like margarine. For the eggs, I'm using this cute little container that I got a long time ago, and it's kind of similar to the one that we have in our actual fridge, and I'm using air dry clay again for this, and I'm just going to roll out a long snake of clay and then cut it up into pieces and then kind of roll them in like an egg shape. And then I'm just going to repeat that process multiple times because I kind of wanted to fill up the container as much as I could, but not too full, if that makes sense. And for some reason I was having a bit of trouble getting them to the proper egg shape, but they came out kind of okay, and I mean decent enough for eggs. No one's really gonna see it anyway. Here's how many I ended up making, and I didn't gloss these or anything because I didn't really see the need. I'm just gonna toss them in and close the container, and that is it for our eggs. So for the cheese slices, their organization is going to be in this clear Tupperware container, and I'm going to mold that later on to make about 3 of those, but just between you and me, I didn't get that done before the end of this video, so when you see me putting all the cheese slices into the container, it's all just the same container. I'm just taking everything back out and then doing it over again, but don't tell anybody. Now for the cheese, I did decide to make both slices and cheese sticks, the square kind, and mozzarella sticks, and then like a Kobe Jack blend. And all of that is going to get a nice wrapping later on after they're all baked and nice and hard and ready for it. I did shine these with a little bit of gloss glaze so they have a little bit of sheen to them, and then I'm just going to use some clear plastic packaging tape to wrap them all up like cheese slices usually come, like, you know, the little Kraft American sliced cheese and things like that. Now I did individually wrap every single piece of cheese, which was very time consuming. I don't know if I would do it again, but I feel like it makes everything look a little bit more neater, especially when you're doing like an organization fridge restock. From what I've seen other people do, they do just put the slices in the container to make it look a little bit more neat in the fridge, and that's what I wanted to do for these. And with that, these are all the cheese slices, sticks, cubes, whatever you want to call them, that I made. And here's what I mentioned earlier today. This is just the same case. I haven't actually molded it, so I'm just going to dump that back out after I put the top on it and then reuse it again. But I think they turned out absolutely cute, especially in the containers. Also, you can see my nails getting significantly worse because of all the sanitizing I was doing, cleaning my hands after each project part, and it just started chipping and looking terrible. For the last item, I'm going to do pickles, and I made this jar from a mold that I created a while back, and same thing goes for the top, and these pickles came out okay except for the ones where I tried to do some type of mixed color. I also did mustard seeds, or whatever, you know, those seeds are that are floating in the bottom of the pickle jar. So I just basically whipped up some resin color in like a pickle juice shade, dumped in the mustard seeds, and added the pickles, and I kind of cured them in layers so to prevent from, like, huge bubbles getting in the mix when it started curing. And then I just did that and continued all the way until I filled it up and then gave it one last full cure, and then those were done. And this is how they turned out, which I think is pretty cute, minus the little bit of weird coloring on some of the pickles. Now all that's left is to restock the fridge.